Right now on WIS News 10 at 11, it's been almost a year since a Columbia teenager was shot and killed. How the community is raising its voice for justice. Also, celebrating local icons in broadcasting, our very own Mr. Knows It looks back at his career. And the Gamecocks try to battle their way past Texas A&M in the weekend series. Highlights coming up in sports. And meteorologist Vaughn Gaskin has a check of your forecast. Your News at 11 starts right now.
Live, local, now. This is WIS News 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Norman. First at 11, we're following a developing story out of Richland County. One man is in the hospital after being shot in the lower body. Deputies responded to shots fired on the 7400 block of Hunt Club Road around 6 o'clock this evening. No word on the victim's condition or if deputies are searching for any suspects. Stay with WIS for the very latest on air and online. Time now for a check of our forecast. All quiet tonight after a wave of unsettled weather passed through the Midlands over the last few days. Meteorologist Vaughn Gaskin joins us now in our First Alert Forecast Center with just how long the quiet will last. Hey, Vaughn.
Hi there, Megan. Well, you know, as you described a wave of unsettled weather, this is a wave of quiet weather. Of course, it won't last forever, so let's just enjoy it while we have it. Tonight, another batch of nice weather, clear skies. We do have a few thin clouds down to the south. Those will filter through, but for the most part, we will continue to see temperatures dropping underneath mainly clear skies. 78 degrees is where we are now in Columbia, 71 for you Lexington. You're coming in at 77 in St. Matthews, but already down to 67 in Saluda. Now, earlier today, we warmed up to 88 as our official high in Columbia and in Lexington. Settled at about 84 in Saluda, 82 up in Lancaster, and 82 for you also in Manning. Now, we will continue to see high pressure dominating. It won't be a problem for us tonight. We will see great conditions. Tomorrow, after your temperatures warm up from 54, we're going to get up to about 75. Now, that's a far cry from the 88-degree high temperature that we had in place today. I'll tell you why the cooler temperatures will be coming in and then how long they'll stick around. I'll also tell you the next time we'll be tracking some storms. Megan?
All right, thank you, Vaughn. A deadly plane crash at an Atlanta area air show this afternoon is under investigation. DeKalb County officials say a pilot was killed when his plane crashed during the Good Neighbor Day air show at the DeKalb Peachtree Airport. The pilot's identity will be released once the family has been notified. The FAA and NTSB are investigating. The family of a Columbia teenager murdered last year is not giving up. They're still looking to bring Najir Buggs' killer to justice. WIS's Caroline Patricus has more on a rally for the teen's life.
Well, dozens gathered in Lorig Park to rally for justice and celebrate the life of 14-year-old Najir Buggs. Columbia police say that Buggs was shot last July on Grand Street as he walked home from playing basketball. Today, still no arrest in that shooting. LaWanda Buggs, the mother of Najir, says by holding this rally, she hopes to bring awareness to the problem of gun violence so that no one has to go through what she lives every day.
So this won't happen to nobody else. No mother should ever in this world have to feel this pain. Never.
Buggs' family continues calling for his killers to come forward.
We've had a number of leads that we continue to follow, and it's about finding evidence that supports the information that we're getting through community and other people that we know may have some knowledge of what happened.
Chief Holbrook says it's encouraging to see the community not giving up. He says the department is not giving up either. The case is still in active investigation and every tip and lead matter. If you have any information regarding this incident, you're encouraged to call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. In the newsroom, Caroline Patricus, WIS News 10.
A Midlands organization continues to keep Columbia beautiful. The Gills Creek Watershed Association held an Adopt a Highway cleanup on South Beltline today. This is one of several cleanup days they've had to deal with all the debris left over from October's flood. Volunteers picked up trash on South Beltline, which was one of the hardest hit areas. Today, runners took over downtown Columbia for the 44th annual Lexington Medical Center's Governor's Cup Road Race. They're calling it a new and improved race. This is the first time it's being held in May and on a new course. The race is about promoting healthy lifestyles, but also showcasing the city of Columbia. Event directors say this year the race is better because of the new course.
I'm excited excited that the city was able to support the new and improved Governor's Cup. This means a lot economically for the city of Columbia. We've got all these runners from all over coming to our beautiful city for the entire weekend. They're spending money on Main Street, they're staying in our hotels, and they're being able to really experience what Columbia is about.
About 1,000 runners took part in the 5K and half marathon. Diverse communities came together for some fun in the sun for the Youth Fishing Rodeo in West Columbia this afternoon. This was a bilingual event with community resources offered in both English and Spanish. No parents were allowed to fish, only kids 15 and under. The rodeo was held at the Cohen Campbell Fish Hatchery on Fish Hatchery Road. It was sponsored by DNR and the Harry Hampton Memorial Wildlife Fund. A 5-Point salon spent Saturday sharing the power of a haircut with underprivileged veterans. Rock, Paper, Scissors is a veteran-owned salon. For 5 hours, it welcomed vets who need a helping hand with free shampoos and haircuts. The goal was to give men and women who've served our country a confidence boost and help them prepare for job interviews.
Haircuts make people feel better. You know, you get a haircut and you just feel better. It's just something we can do that is just our time to give back.
The salon teamed up with 4 other veteran-focused businesses to provide clothes, shoes, and personal care items along with support for the job hunt. Still ahead on the news at 11.
It's been 7 days of sadness.
It's been 1 week since a hit-and-run crash claimed the life of a budding low-country runner. Still ahead, how her team honored her memory in their final race.
And we're tracking great weather, but I'm going to tell you how long this will stick around. There will be some big changes coming up this week. We'll talk about it coming up. Look at this. We start by looking out over the stadium. Of course, Fireflies had a game today, and they will have one tomorrow as well. And so the game tomorrow actually starts at 2:05. I'm going to give you the forecast for that coming up. But, you know, we're talking about a total temperature forecast here. 75 degrees is where we're expected to settle tomorrow. Now, that's after starting out at about 54 to 55 degrees across the area. So it should be a pretty cool day from beginning to end. 76 is what I'm expecting on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we'll see your temperatures going back up into the low 80s, but we'll also be tracking clouds and showers and storms. Here's that forecast for you. Now, the game starts at 2:05 tomorrow. You can expect temperatures to be in the low 70s for most of the game, probably reaching the middle 70s and topping out there towards the 4:30 to 5 o'clock hour or so. So it shouldn't be a terrible evening or terrible afternoon for you to spend out at the game. For this evening, we're watching a front as it kind of works its way through, but I'm sure you won't really notice it because it will continue to kind of slide on off, and then we'll see 1 or 2 clouds with it, but that'll be it for us. Tomorrow, mainly sunny skies. And then by the afternoon, we're going to see that ridge of high pressure really kind of digging in, but it's going to stick with us right through your Sunday, right through your Monday. That keeps us dry and cool. So that's the reason those 70s will be in place. But by the time we get to Monday morning, you'll start to see the clouds filtering in. So we're going with partly cloudy by Monday afternoon. And by the time we get to Tuesday, we will see additional clouds and the opportunity for some storms. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Looking pretty good now. Now, the problem is we have to get through the first couple days with your temperatures in the 60s. Then we'll see warmer temperatures. But in order to get those warmer temperatures, we have to start tracking some storms. So we'll have 82 on the board by your Tuesday, 85 for your Wednesday. Notice those overnight lows start to come up as well. So if you like a cool evening, you won't really get that after we get through about Monday or so. By Tuesday, Wednesday, we're back in those 60s even overnight, and then those 80s during the daytime, but tracking storms. And then by Friday and Saturday, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s, but still additional clouds, and we'll probably have to deal with some rain here and there too. So kind of a pattern shift here where we have quiet weather. So I basically say let's enjoy this before the next round moves in.
Yes, it's quickly upon us, but really the weekend so far, it's been really nice. You can't complain,
really
especially for all these events we've had throughout the Midlands, including one today where veteran broadcasters came together, including one of our very own, WIS's own Joe Pinner, Papa Joe, joined members of the Slobs, or what he calls some legendary old broadcasters at the McKissick Museum to share stories about their start in the industry.
Papa Joe says after being asked to look back at his career, it still inspires him and he enjoys it every single day.
As I say, it has been a blessing. 53 years at WIS, and starting in radio in 1950 when television was just starting, to have talked for so long probably has been not a blessing to others, but has been for me. And I thank the Maker for giving me this love of people and the return that I have received from the people over the years and continue to.
Well, he is certainly a blessing to us. Now, following the panel, the group toured the on-air South Carolina exhibit. It features South Carolina Broadcasters Association archives. How many people, Vaughn, do you know have been in the business for more than 50 years?
Not many, not many. And
A
honestly,
select few.
He is amazing every time I talk to him. And when I step off, my phone might ring because he might call me. I'll be looking forward to your call if you're still up.
Well, still ahead, start your engines. Cars and bikes on display in Columbia this afternoon, all to benefit our veterans. Details after the break. From singer-songwriter Drake on NBC's Saturday Night Live. Today, top competitors across the state in cross country and track and field met for the state championship in Columbia. One team from Bluffton competed with heavy hearts, but in honor of two of their teammates. Last Saturday, Grace Hansen-Sulak was killed in a hit-and-run crash on I-26 East in Calhoun County. Grace's best friend, Emma, and Emma's mother are still in the hospital with very serious injuries. The two friends were on their way home from a track meet at Spring Valley High School. Today, their teammates were back at Spring Valley, competing in honor of Grace and Emma and wearing special shirts.
Today we believe, today we begin again, but today we run with grace for Emma. We wanted to honor our athletes that have qualified for the top 8 in South Carolina at the state championship meet, but we also wanted to make sure that we made really clear that we know Grace is with us and that we're running for Emma and her recovery.
It's been one of the most difficult weeks for us as a team, most difficult thing for us as coaches ever to have to do. And so we're trying to stay positive. We're trying to be here for Emma and Andrea as they recover.
Emma's father shared with us her very first steps yesterday since the crash. Amazing video. Stay with WIS for more on Emma's progress and the search for the hit-and-run driver. Right now, Highway Patrol troopers are still looking for a white Dodge Ram pickup truck, similar to the one you see right here. If you have any information about this hit and run and the driver involved, call Crime Stoppers 1-888-CRIME-SC. Columbia showed out today at a veterans benefit. It was the inaugural American Dream Car and Bike Show hosted at the historic Columbia Speedway. Nearly 2,000 people showed up to check out classic cars and enjoy the music and food. While it is the first time for the event, organizers are hoping this is just the start of something new in Columbia. All proceeds from the event will benefit the Wounded Warrior Project. Coming up in sports, the Gamecocks try to power up to even the series with the Aggies. Plus, championship Saturday crowns 5 Midlands teams. Highlights and reaction from state championship weekend next in sports.
The Gamecocks fall out of first. Texas A&M earns the weekend series win while knocking USC from the top to 4th place in the race to win the SEC regular season title. Carolina's inconsistent offense, a big reason for the drop. A sold-out crowd on hand to watch Game 2 of this top 10 showdown. Second inning, runners on second and third. USC scratches out a run as Alex Destino grounds out to first. TJ Hopkins would score. A&M would tie and then surge ahead. Ryan Burke smokes the Braden Webb pitch over the right field fence. Aggies plate 3 in the 4th to lead 3-1. Bottom half, Madison Stokes powers up. He chases the high pitch and skies it deep and gone. His first home run of the season. Unfortunately, Carolina could not rally back. Aggies win 5-2 to clinch this series victory. It was a pitch-perfect championship Saturday for Midland soccer teams. 5 won titles, including 3 for the first time. Phil Savitz returns to the school where he won 14 state soccer titles. In fact, the field house bears his name tonight. He was looking to add to his legacy as the Gators faced Clover in the 4A championship game. First half, River Bluff's Hampton Scott receives a little help from a Clover player. He directed the ball to his own goal. 2-0 Gators. They're certainly enjoying it. River Bluff continues to pour it on. Sean O'Hara with the header. It's 3-0 and River Bluff wins it 5-0. Savitz collects his 15th state championship, his first with the Gators. He also notches his 700th career victory.
Gator Nation has been absolutely just so excited about this game and a team taking them to a finals. They couldn't have supported us any better.
In the girls' 4A title game, Lexington looking to cap off the perfect season with the crown. JL MANN standing in its way. This one has a controversial ending. It goes to double overtime. Tied at 1. Lexington's Megan Classer bangs one off the crossbar. It's rule a goal. The Wildcats celebrate, and it looks like the officials are going to wave it off. And then they say, yes, it's good. Back as you were celebrating. Here's another look. If it hits the bar here, as you see, then drops on the white line just enough to be inside the net. So it's a goal, and Lexington wins 2-1, completing the dream season.
I knew the goal was good, so as soon as they said, no, it's not good, I was like, well, that's not right, because we just won. Like, we just won.
What an awful way to lose a game, but, you know, I've gone through this now 18 years with this group, and we've lost some really, really tight games, and finally the ball bounced our way. I'm just so excited for this group of girls.
In the 3A Boys State Championship, Chapin against Myrtle Beach. First half, Eagles up 1-0 when Matthew Greco slips behind the defense, collects the ball, and strikes. 2-0. Chapin. Myrtle Beach would rally in the second half. Abdul Masharov on a penalty kick. Feel the sting. We're all nodded at 2. Less than 10 minutes to play. Colin Harris, he's 40 yards away. Why not just put it on net? See what happens. It goes in. That's your game winner. Chapin wins the 3A state championship 3-2 over Myrtle Beach. The Chapin girls, like the boys, want to bring home the title. The Eagles looking to fly past Hilton Head Island in the 3A championship. Big afternoon for Chapin's Rachel Cosby. First half, beats 2 defenders and puts it in the net. 1-0 Chapin. She's not done. A little later, off the corner kick, Cosby in great position. She's hungry to eat. This is living well. Her 4th goal. She scored 4 goals in this game. An unbelievable day for Cosby. Even better feeling for Chapin, and time for the Gatorade bath. I like a nice cold shower in the middle of the day. Chapin wins 7-3 as they win the program's first state championship.
It feels so good. Like, our team is such a family, and we knew from the beginning that we wanted to be in this game, and this was our whole season was getting ready for this game, and winning this game just means the world to all of us.
On the pitch at Heathwood Hall, the Highlanders taking on Porter Gown in the Skeeza Boys 3A title game. All Cyclones in this one. Quick passing near the net frees up Will Mooney, and he delivers. 1-0 Porter Gown. Another strong drive towards the net, sets up Coleman Smith. And that's easy pickings. Flexing his power as Porter Gown defeats Heathwood Hall 3-0. In the Skeeza 3A girls title game, Cardinal Newman battling Ashley Hall. Second half, no score until Caitlin Murphy centers a beautiful pass to Alexa Railing, and she buries the opportunity. 1-0 Cardinals. Later on, Sarah Pichard ventures out of the net. Bad decision. She can't clear the ball. Tristan Miller, right place, right time, takes advantage. And guess what? Cardinal Newman, they go on to win the championship, beating Ashley Hall by a final of 2-0.
Today we came out a little jittery and scared and kept being off sides, but we settled down in the second half. 2 great finishes, and I'm a little bit of a loss for words right now, but we're excited.
From claiming championships to a program chasing one, the Gamecocks women's tennis team continued their push towards a national championship today on the tennis courts. USC up against Georgia Tech in the second round of the NCAA tournament at home. And the Gamecocks, they showed some fight, but in doubles play, the Gamecocks dropped 2 of their 3 matches, conceding a point. In singles play, the Yellow Jackets swept USC. The Gamecocks fall 4-0, and they're eliminated from the tournament. Certainly a great season for them. And congratulations, by the way, to all the soccer teams that made it to the stage of playing for a championship, and all the Midlands teams that won one today.
Yes, big congratulations. Very busy championship weekend.
And I'm ready for my Gatorade bath. I need to cool off. Woo!
All right, Joe, thank you so much. Stay with us. We'll be right back. An artist in Charleston unveiled a new mural honoring the mother of Emmanuel 9. The colorful painting was unveiled Friday at the annual fundraiser for the Redo Studio. It was painted a few blocks from Emmanuel AME and shows Senator Clemente Pinckney against a rainbow of unifying colors with a palmetto tree and 9 doves. All right, and one final check of our forecast.
Should be a bit cooler tomorrow. Today we settled at about 88. Tomorrow only expect about 75. So it will be sunny and nice for you, but a bit cooler. 76 for you on Monday. We'll be back tracking showers and storms by Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Vaughn. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.